Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss the topic chemiosmotic hypothesis, which is a part of the photosynthesis in higher plants. Now, chemiosmotic hypothesis is one which explains the mechanism of ATP synthesis in chloroplast. This is in chloroplast. As in case of respiration, like respiration, in photosynthesis also ATP synthesis is linked with the development of proton gradient. With the development of proton gradient across a membrane, and that membrane is the thylakoid membrane. Thylakoid membrane. Now let's see what is the cause of proton gradient across the membrane. What is the cause of proton gradient across a membrane? Since splitting of water molecules take place, the inner side of the membrane, the proton of H plus ions, it is produced by splitting water that is accumulated within the lumen of the thylakoids. And as these electrons move through the thylakoids, protons are transported across the membrane of the primary acceptors of electrons, which are located on the outer side of the membrane. These protons get transferred to the proton. They transfer the electrons not to the electron but to the hydrogen carrier. So these protons that are transferred, they are not carried to the electrons, but they are carried to the hydrogen carriers. The NADP reductase enzyme, which is located on the stroma of the membrane, along with the electrons, it comes from acceptor of the electrons of photosystem 1. The protons which are necessary for reduction of NADP plus to NADPH plus H plus ions. These protons are removed from the stroma. Now within the chloroplast, proton in stroma decreases. The number of decreases in number, while in case of lumen there is accumulation of proteins. This creates a proton gradient across the thylakoid membrane. Now, importance of proton gradient. Why proton gradient is important? Whenever breakdown of this gradient takes place, it leads to the synthesis of ATP due to the enzyme ATP synthetase. Now, this ATP synthetase has been divided into two parts. So the ATP synthesis has been divided into two parts, CF0 and CF1. Now this CF0, it carries out facilitated diffusion of proton across the membrane. And the CF1, it protrudes on the outer surface of the thylakoid membrane. Outer surface of the thylakoid membrane. Now the process of chemiosmosis requires the following constituents: a membrane, a proton pump, a proton gradient, and ATP synthesis. Synthesis. Now the energy that is produced by the pumping of protons across our membrane. Proton across a membrane, and this pumping of protons across a membrane creates a gradient. This pumping of proton across the membrane creates a gradient. Now, along with the energy pH that is produced by the movement of electrons, ATP is used in biosynthetic reaction that is taking place. and ATP is produced by the movement of electrons. ATP is also used in the biosynthetic reaction that is taking place in the stroma. Synthetic reaction that is taking place in the stroma, and this is responsible for carbon dioxide fixation and synthetic of sugars. So, in this way, hypothesis of chemiosmotic synthesis takes place along the photosynthetic phase in higher plants. Now, two types of pathway we have seen, that is C3 pathway and C4 pathway. C3 plant and C4 plants are a little different from each other. So let's discuss about the differences between C3 plant and C4 plant. Differences between C3 and C4 plants. In case of C3 plants, there is absence of Kranz anatomy. Kranz anatomy, we already know that it is the arrangement of the mesophyll cells and the bundle sheath cells in the leaves. The C4 plants show Kranz anatomy. In case of C3 plants, photorespiration takes place. But in case of C4 plants, there is absence of photorespiration. In case of C3 plants, rubisco is the first acceptor of carbon dioxide, whereas in C4 plants, the first acceptor of carbon dioxide is PEP. In case of C3 plants, PGA is the first stable product, and in C4 plants, the first stable product is OAA. in case of C3 plants, plants are adapted to every type of climate. But C4 plants are adapted only to tropical climate. In case of C3 plants, the mesophyll cells perform the complete photosynthesis process, but in C4 plants, mesophyll cells perform only the initial process. So in this way, we find that all the plants which follow the different pathway, that is the C3 pathway and the C4 pathway, they have certain differences between themselves which can be seen here. Okay children, so this was all for today's revision, the chemiosmotic hypothesis and differences between C3 and C4 plants. I hope everybody has understood. So thank you so much. It's all for today.